Good evening. I'm Riley Wilcox here joining you with John Gerke. We're getting ready here for the Davison basketball. They're taking on the Grand Blanc Bobcats. Just getting started here. Bobcats have the ball. Got the tip off.
Swinging it left side to 21, pops a three ball. Fighting for the rebounds, Brendan Sullivan comes down with it. Cameron Baker dribbling up court. Putting on some moves, but can't seem to shake him. Passes it left side to Michael McCarty. Swinging it to Bryce Lott. Cade Coleman spot up. A little strong there. Grand Blanc ball. Grand Blanc pushing it up court, 21, getting in the triple threat stance, swinging it to the corner, top of the key. 32 driving in, tough slash there, that's gonna get the bucket. Cameron Baker dribbling it up court. Cardinals need to get a rhythm here, need to get Cade Coleman hot, coming off an off-ball screen there. Spinning, looked like a foul there, looking for a call, didn't seem to get it there. Goes off 34's head, Cade Coleman with the steal, running the break, and that's gonna be a shooting foul. Cade Coleman at the strike for two. Davison's coming in this game 6-3. Grand Blanc only one game ahead at 7-2. Grand Blanc's coming in number one in the conference currently. Inbound into Cade Coleman. Cameron Baker taking it baseline, kicks it out, swinging it. Brendan Sullivan for three, and that's going to be good. Cardinals take an early 3-2 lead here. How do you like that pass, Riley?
That was a great pass. We're going to see a lot of back and forth in this game. We saw that a lot in the girls earlier.
Grand Blanc taking it to the rim again. Getting those easy inside buckets here. They definitely do have the height advantage down low. Cameron Baker dribbling up court, putting on his moves. Shakes him, drives to the hole. That's going to be blocked. Michael with the rebound tries to save it, but throws it out of bounds. That's going to be a turnover, Grand Blanc ball.
And you can tell already, Grand Blanc already kind of has a lead on them. Davison's been neck and neck with them so far.
Neck and neck. Cardinals need to find a good stop here. Top of the key. Trying to bank it in there. No good. Cameron Baker with the rebound. Cameron Baker reaching foul. Cardinals to inbound. They called it looks like a shooting foul. Oh, nope. They're going in.
Team seconds.
I thought you were. Okay. Keep going, guys. Keep going. Keep going.
All right, Cardinals inbounding here on the far sideline. Cameron Baker dribbling it to the hole, taking it. Kicks out to the corner here. Brendan Sullivan puts on some moves, in and out. Tough luck for Brendan Sullivan there. Michael showing the hustle, and Hardy has. Unable to come up with that. Grand Blanc dribbling up court. It's going to be a reaching foul for the Cards.
Sullivan is his first, team first.
Let's go.
Grand Blanc inbound in here. Kicks it to the corner, wide open. Dribbling top of the key. Cameron Baker putting pressure on him. Cardinals need to find stops if they want to win this game. Alley-oop back door, just a little early there. That would have been a highlight. Cade Coleman putting on dribbles. Drives inside, triple team to Michael McCarty, finds the out. That's a great play by Cade Coleman. How are you liking the ball movement by the
It
Cardinals
looks like
so
it's
far?
just going to go back and forth, and I said this earlier.
This might be a shootout. Ooh, Cade Coleman upset with the call there. There's been a lot of fouls in this game. It's pretty scrappy.
Right. And we saw that in the girls. It wasn't really in the first quarter, or the first half, and then it sped up in the second half.
Two good teams going at it here. Kicking it to the corner. Out in front. Number 10 gets the ball. 3-ball look by Grand Blanc, no good. Inside again. Michael McCarty showing his hustle and heart. Cade Coleman taking it up for the Cards. Throwing it to Cam Baker. Hesitation. Crossover. Inside, Euro step. Ooh, what a sweet layup there by Cam Baker. He's just so shifty. You don't think he could hoop like that because he's so small, but he puts everyone on skates.
Right, and he's good in really any position, too.
Cam Baker slips him again. That should be a goaltend. That's going to be 2 points for Mr. Lott there.
Basket counts number 11, Bryce Lott. Hopkins change on 5.
Cardinals pulling away 9-4 early here. Cam Baker tries to draw a charge. Looks like it's going to be called a blocking foul on Brendan Sullivan.
Cardinal foul 0. Baker is first.
Timeout, Cards.
Cardinals have called a full.
So after tonight's game, we're going to post things onto our YouTube channel at DTV News, and you can see the boys and the girls games, both of their highlights, and then we'll post the whole game, both games separately, so you can catch those. You can also go to our social media. We've been updating all night tonight, and we'll post on social media when they're up too.
So far this game, Davison's just out hustling Grand Blanc.
It's Bobcat basketball.
You see it? Davison's diving for balls. Grand Blanc just isn't showing the heart Davison is, and that's why we got the lead 9-4.
Basket number 4, Williams.
Passing in is Cam Baker. Cam Baker dribbling corner. Tries to shift his defender. 23 is about double the size of Cam Baker here. That shows that he's just such an offensive threat. They need to try to lock him down, Riley.
Right, and he's a threat really in any position that he plays, anywhere on the court.
Cade Coleman tries to dish it out to the 3-ball to get a look and gets intercepted by Grand Blanc. Look like that's going to be another blocking foul for the Cards. Cards are going to get some fresh legs in here, subbing in Gavin Carpenter, Brendan Densmore, and it looks like Michael Jamerson. Cade Coleman and Brent Sullivan are going to stay on the court.
Michael Jamerson.
Number 5 dribbling at left side. Brendan Sullivan with the easy grab there. Dribbling up court, trying to find some offense. Gavin Carpenter, top of the key, swings to Cade. Cade throws it inside, trying to penetrate the Grand Blanc zone here. Goes up with it, gets blocked. Grand Blanc pushes the tempo, but too fast. They throw the ball out of bounds, Cardinal ball.
Right, and especially with the time counting down, they'll really go for anything here.
This is a good first quarter for the Cards.
Right,
Here.
it's been very intense back and forth, and now.
Some great defense, only holding Grand
Right.
Blanc to 6 points. That's phenomenal.
And Davison's taking the lead now.
I'd like to see a Cade Coleman 3-ball right here. It's in his hands. Let's see what he can do with it. Tries to shake the defender, crosses him, gets pickpocketed. Great effort there and a great save by number 23, but just couldn't stay in bounds. Cade Coleman at inbound, far sideline. Brent Sullivan takes it in. Little hop step there. Out to Gavin Carpenter, to Brennan Densmore. Double teamed in the corner. Finds his out. Brian Sullivan for the easy layup.
Sullivan's really proving to be an asset to the Davison Cardinals. He still has 2 years left on varsity.
Yeah, Brent Sullivan is a great player for the Cards. Played on varsity his freshman year.
And now he's just sophomore.
Yep. Brent Sullivan looking for the tie-up. Doesn't look like he's going to get it. Called a reach-in.
Cardinals Hall number 1, Sullivan.
And to add to that, Cam Baker is also a sophomore who played last year as a freshman.
On the floor, Cardinal.
Looks like Casey Wagner's getting subbed in here for Brendan Sullivan. Number 4 posting up, passing a 0. Passing it inside, easy dish. He blows the wide open bunny. Wow. Graham Blanc just can't capitalize.
Davison's going for the upset here, going against the number 1 in their division.
Yeah, this is going to be a great game. Gavin Carpenter showing his ball handling skills, shaking his defender. Brendan Densmore passing to Cade here. Cade with the hezzo. Tries to go baseline and loses out of bounds off of his foot. Going to be Graham Blanc ball here. 10 seconds left. 11-6. Davison Cardinals. 5 seconds left here. Kevin Rice dribbling it into the lane. That's one too many steps. You cannot do that. That is a travel. Cards are going to get a last second look here on this inbound. Throwing it, it gets picked off. Half court heave. Hits the from the rim, and that's going to be it for the first quarter here.
We're going to toss things over now in just a second to Rebecca Allen with our first sideline report.
Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget to purchase
Good afternoon, Davison. I'm Rebecca Allen for DTV News, and welcome courtside to your first sideline report, not of tonight's evening, but of the boys varsity basketball game. I'm coming at you live from the Cardinal Gymnasium where they are taking on the Bobcats visiting from Grand Blanc. The Bobcats were the first to put a score on the board, but Davison quickly retaliated, putting a three-point shot on the board. It is proving to be an intense game already as we continue. The score currently rests at 11-6 in favor of your Davison Cardinals. I'll toss things back to the announcers and all the action.
also our Davison Varsity dance team with their
Just when I like go dry,
here
when I
this
stop
evening
talking.
for your entertainment at halftime.
All right, opening second quarter here.
And what an intense first quarter we had. It was back and forth between Davison and Grand Blanc, and Davison went for the upset. They've got 11-6 on Grand Blanc.
Yeah, it's been a great game. Davison's just out hustling them. There's been a lot of sloppy fouls by Grand Blanc.
Right.
They've missed wide open layups. Can't be doing that against the Cards. They're going to capitalize off opportunities with their explosive offense.
And I was just going to talk about how every single thing matters here, like all those turnovers and all those fouls.
Casey Wagner throwing it to Michael Jamerson. Putting on some moves. Ben Densmore tries to roll from the pick. Dribble it inside. Wow! What a swat by 23. Dribble up court, Euro step, and a great reverse layup by Kevin Rice. Wow.
That was an amazing play, and it didn't look like it was going to go to Grand Blanc there.
Yeah. Cade Coleman throwing it courtside. Casey Wagner throws it back to him. Casey, 3-ball look. That's going to be a travel by Casey. Got too excited. He was too open to shoot there.
Right, and you can see so far every single error can throw the whole game off course.
Yeah, this is a close one so far, and the tiniest turnover or foul can hurt you in a very bad way in this type of game.
And we saw that in the girls earlier. It was back and forth, and then it came down to just 3 points in the end. So
That
this
was a
could
great
be
game.
the same.
girls had a chance to, at a half-court heave to tie the game, went in and out. That would have been crazy if it would have went in. Cade Coleman dribbling it up here for her Cards. Looking to bring the margin to more than 3. Cam Baker taking point. Michael Jameson catches it wing side. Let's see some Cards get some offense here. The Grand Blanc defense is shaking the Cardinals right now, Riley. What's your opinion on that?
Yeah, both of the defenses are really on point tonight. It's just the offense that hasn't been there for Davison as much.
Yeah, this has been a very defensive game. Not much offense here today. 23 passing wing side. That's a 3-ball look. Can't give them that wide open of a shot here. They're going to tie it up 11s. The Bobcats full court pressing here. Cardinals are obviously affected. That's going to be a blocking foul. Cade Coleman to inbound.
And after having such a strong lead for so long, those 5 points that they had on them, now it's tied up. So Grand Blanc could take the lead here.
Bobcats got some big guys down low there. They definitely have us on the size.
Right, Davison only has a couple tall guys.
Brent Sullivan pass it inside to Bryce Lott. Cade gets a layup opportunity. Looks like a foul there, not going to be called. Kevin Rice dribbling it, swinging it. Another 3-ball look, that's going to be wide. Pass to a wide open layup. Got to box out on that. Cardinals fall down 2. Grand Blanc's on a run here.
And you can tell Grand Blanc's not afraid to take that ball. And you can tell Grand Blanc's not afraid to take that.
Swinging it inside. That's going to be blocked by Bryce Lott. Looking like it's going to be Bobcats' ball here. This isn't looking good for the Cardinals in the second half. I don't believe we've even scored a point in this quarter.
No, I don't think we have. Davison was really looking strong in that first half, or in that first quarter, and it gave the wrong impression because Grand Blanc was just kind of feeling it out, it seemed like. But then in the second quarter, they just went right after the ball. They weren't afraid to grab it right out of their hands and just run with it.
This full court press is really affecting the Cards here. They cannot get their offense set up. That's their strong suit, trying to get Cade the ball, trying to get them open on screens, just trying to get Cade good looks, and Cardinals aren't able to do that if can't get it past half court.
And Grand Blanc's doing really well defensively, making sure that they can't get through hardly at all. And Davison, it seemed like there in the second quarter that they were kind of guarding the wrong guys at the wrong time.
Yeah. Cardinals weren't getting the 50-50 balls this quarter, that's for sure. Cardinals down 17-11, 4 minutes left in the second. Bobcats.
After the
Givens to
timeout,
inbound.
Grand Blanc basketball.
Trying to find someone open. Kicks it to the corner. Wide open look. No one's guarding. No one's guarding the three-point line for the Cardinals right now.
And like I just said, they're guarding the wrong guys at the wrong time. They're expecting someone else to have that ball.
Cade Coleman trying to figure out this full court press. Cam Baker gets it. Looks like they got past half court. Let's try to get some offense going here for the Cards. Cam Baker with the ball again. Their offense is just looking skittish and rough right now.
Right. And they are kind of going for those short passes, and they're not really working to get through.
Yeah, I haven't seen that many shot opportunities either. We're just turning the ball over, being sloppy with the ball, not finding good shots. It's been a rough quarter here for your Davison Cards. Cade gets a wide open corner look. That's going to be short.
And the 2 threes that Cade Coleman did shoot for.
Alley-oop! Oh, just short. That would have been a jam. Cade Coleman bringing it up, trying to answer. Gets met, kicks it out to Bryce Lott, to Cam Baker. Crosses over to Brendan Sullivan. Goes inside, that's an easy bucket. And at 2 gets our Cardinals the first points on the board this quarter. Cards down by 7 here are looking to get a stop.
And it's not looking too good. Grand Blanc is doing a great job getting through.
Oh, Grand Blanc almost with a vicious putback dunk there. That might have been on SportsCenter Top 10, boys. Bryce Lott trying to find a good look. 3 ball, that's going to be cash.
And you can
Cardinals.
tell Davison's really trying to catch up here. They keep shooting for those threes, and they finally got one.
Yep, Cardinals only down 4 now, making it a game. Must need stop here for the Cards. Trying to play some zone. And zone's gonna hurt us.
You can definitely tell Davison is struggling on their defense.
Cam Baker getting past the full court press here. Kicking it corner to Michael McCarty. Throwing it. Tossing it back to Cade. Limitless range shot. That's going to be off.
And I don't think Cade got any of his three-pointers that he's shot for.
Yep. Cade Coleman currently locked down with 0 points, it looks like. No, it's going to be a rough game when your star player isn't providing you what you need. Michael McCarty with a good 3-ball there. Every time you think the Cardinals are going to let this game go away, we hit a 3-ball right back at them.
Right, and that's exactly what you have to do. You have to keep the other team on their toes.
Cardinals looking to get some fresh legs in.
And
2 subs. Cade dribbling
Cade
up
Coleman's
court.
out.
That's going to be an ew! Cade misses a wide open layup there. Can't be missing those against the #1 ranked team in the conference. That one hurts. Cardinals playing good defense here. Dribble drive. Cade looking for the charge but couldn't get it.
And they need to get down on Rogers. Rogers just keeps going for those shots, and nobody's there to defend him. And there at the end, we kind of saw Cade Coleman come out of the works a little bit. He started going for it with that turnover, but then he missed the layup at the end.
It's almost like the Guards spent like most of their energy in the first quarter trying to out hustle them. We were seeing them dive for balls. I'm not seeing the hustle right now.
And one thing that I realized Davison does, and they kind of do this in a lot of sports, if they have a good lead at the beginning, they think they're going to have that the rest of the game, and then they just need to keep playing as hard. It's about consistency.
Cardinals getting some fresh legs here with Gavin Carpenter and Brennan Densmore subbing in.
After the timeout, it's Cardinal basketball.
This would be huge if the Cardinals could score here.
And we've only got 1 minute left in the first half.
Try to cut it to a 2-possession game before the half is over.
Clark has started to run out.
That's going to be a reach. The full court press being a little too aggressive there.
Bobcat foul number 23.
Got a foul on Rogers.
Seems to be highly frustrated with the call. Inbound into Cade. Cade bringing it up. They're not pressing him. I wonder if that's going to continue.
He's got 40 seconds to act.
Michael swinging it to Cade. Corner, there we go.
And there's that three we've been waiting on.
Yep, there we go. Cade Coleman with the big three ball for the Cards. That's what I was talking about. That was a must score, and the Cardinals delivered with a three ball.
And now he just needs to get another.
Number 35 with the three ball look. That's going to be in and out. Michael swinging it to Cade. Corner, there we go.
And there's that three we've been waiting on.
Yep, there we go. It's a must score, and the Cardinals delivered with a three ball.
And now he just needs.
Number 35 with the three ball look. That's going to be in.
We're going to toss things over now to Rebecca Allen.
Hey, what's up, Davison? Welcome back to your sideline report. In the second quarter, the intense matchup continues.
F is over.
Clark has
Brennan
started
Dunn's-
to run out.
That's going to be a reach. The full court press, bringing it up. It was a must score, and the Cardinals delivered with a three ball.
And now he just needs.
Number 35 with the three ball look. That's going to be in and out.
guys.
I watch a lot of basketball.
Yeah, and that too. And you know. That you're giving her attitude, we'll say that I'm telling you to. Morgan, it's not your fault, it's my fault. Luck. And I hate when they play a replay at the wrong time, like in the middle of the play. Or at the very
and
end.
then, yeah. So do you want me to commentate the replays? All right.
Okay, guys, thank you for your
Started off with like the introduction. And we can both just chime in about the game so far. Start.
Okay, welcome back to our second half coverage of the boys basketball game against Grand Blanc. It's been back and forth all night, it seems.
Grand Blanc with the heavy second quarter there. Cards had the lead in the first and blew it.
It was heavily dominated in the first quarter by Davison, and then Grand Blanc took up the slack and took the lead. They've got 25 points on Davison's 22.
Kate hit that huge three ball. It looked like it's going to be a shooting foul on Bryce Lott there, shooting two at the line is number 11. But Kate hit that clutch three ball in the first half there at the end to get us within a one-possession game. That was a good turning point for the Cards after it was looking rough that whole half.
And this isn't the way to start out the third quarter. Just give a free throw to Grand Blanc. Got a foul in the first 13 seconds of the half.
Hopefully we can capitalize and you'll miss one.
Both free throws were good. Score's now 27-22 for Grand Blanc.
Cam Baker taking it up court here. Dribbling it between the legs. 23. I'm saying this again. He is twice the size of him. That proves how worried they are about Cam Baker. And it's scary. He's only a sophomore. Kay Coleman inside with the reverse. Gets quadruple teamed. Gets swatted out of bounds there.
But to add to that, it shows that Grand Blanc knows how to use all their players in the right spots.
Kay Coleman with the good corner look. Wow. That's what I was saying. We need to get Cade Coleman more involved, get him some open looks. And see, that's another Cade Coleman three ball, his specialty.
In his first two in the second quarter, he didn't make those ones, but then his last one at the end of the third quarter, and then at the beginning of the third quarter, the one at the end of the second quarter.
Cam Baker taking it. Cade with another shot here. almost rolls in, almost got the shooter's roll there. Brent Sullivan with the rebound. No foul call there. He got bulldozed. Didn't know it was football. 23 here, bringing it inside. Challenges Coleman at the rim. Gonna be shooting foul, shooting 2 here. Grand Blanc drawing two quick fouls here.
Let's hope Davison can get their defenses together in this third quarter.
Yeah, you
'Cause they
can't rely
struggled
on
on
your
that.
offense to get you back in the game
Right.
every time.
It's a
You
game
got-
of offense and defense, and they've been playing great offensively, but their defense just hasn't been to the same level.
Yeah, 23 missed the first free throw here. Makes it a little better of a foul for the Cards. Second one almost goes out there, but Cam Baker taking it up court. Crosses over double team. That's that full court press we were seeing in the first half that was affecting the Cardinals hard. Cutting inside.
We saw that in the girls and the boys now too.
Kevin Rice here dribbling it up court. Passing it, penetrating inside. That's going to be tipped by Cam Baker. Trying to run transition for the Cards. Crosses. Puts him on skates like he's good at, and then he gets stripped. Cade Coleman hustling. Dribbles it inside, behind the back. Wow! What a play by Cade Coleman with the behind the inside, behind the back. Wow! What a play by Cade Coleman with the section just went electric with that behind the back pass. That was showtime Cade Coleman there. And
Right.
he's just bringing us back into this game now.
And I think the greatest thing about it was no one was expecting him to do that. They're expecting a 3.
That was nuts. That was one of the craziest plays I've seen this year by our Davison Cards team. And another easy inside bucket. It's Mark Miller there. Bryce Lott passing it. Cam Baker trying to dribble through this full court press. Cam Baker open 3-ball look. That would be huge if it goes, but it doesn't. Grand Blanc pulls down the rebound. Slowing it down here. Trying to set up the offense. Dribbles it inside. Passes it wide open. This is what I'm talking about. We just can't. Cam Baker dribbling it up. Pass it, good cut by Cade Coleman inside. That's an easy bunny. You see Cade Coleman getting involved a lot here.
Right, and he's being successful when he is involved too.
Grand Blanc posting up. Davison trying to double team, gets there too late, and that's going to be an easy inside bucket again for the Bobcats. We just can't stop them inside. They're oversized.
And it seems like Grand Blanc just keeps walking right up to the net and getting those easy layups and 2 shots.
I wonder when these refs are going to give one of these Grand Blanc players a tag, because they keep disagreeing with every call here. Brent Sullivan to inbound to Cam Baker. Cam Baker crosses over, puts him on skates like he does. Tries the double clutch layup and gets swatted. That's just too much size inside, and that's going to be a foul by Brendan Sullivan. Shooting 2 at the line are the Bobcats.
And like you said earlier, it looks like Cam Baker's height is starting to play into things, that he's not able to get those
the
Grand
rim.
Blanc guys just swat the ball right out of his hands.
Yeah,
So you saw there he kind of went for a 3-pointer at the end. He's trying to go for some different shots.
Yeah, Cam Baker can't be taking it inside against kids twice his height there. It's not the best shot the Cardinals are looking for right now. Second free throw is going to be good there. Cam Baker giving it right back to Cade Coleman. We need to see some offense here from Cade.
He's starting to come out of the woodworks a little bit.
Wide open, 3-ball, Gavin Carpenter in the corner. That'd be huge if it goes. Wide though. Brent Sullivan takes it up. That's going to be 2 free throws. It's going to be huge. We need to capitalize on both of these.
And that would have been even better if Gavin Carpenter got that three-pointer.
That would have been huge. 3 balls have been keeping us in this game this whole time.
And now only 6 points.
Looks like Davison's going to sub out a tired Cade Coleman for Brennan Densmore. A scrappy also player.
They'll probably bring back Cade Coleman, though, in the fourth quarter. He's played the whole game so far.
No doubt, it's the Cardinals' star player. He started lighting up here early in the third, but
right.
We just can't stop them on defense. Brent Sullivan makes a second. 5-point game here for your Cards. Cards also trying the full court press. And a steal to Brennan Sullivan running the break. Euro step. Ooh. It's gonna be a little short there for Cade. Looks like that's gonna be a reach and foul from Michael McCarty, showing some frustration from the Cards here.
And you can
Is that
really
a tap?
see the effort from Davison.
I think the ref gave a warning there to the Grand Blanc player. Like I was saying, they're disagreeing with every call.
Right.
Davison showing the full court press that Grand Blanc's been playing this whole game that's been shaking us. Kevin Rice taking it up top. Passes corner. Throws to 23. Inside. That's going to be too fast. Sloppy turnover by Grand Blanc. Davison needs a bucket here.
But you could see there on the Davison defense that they were starting to guard everybody a little bit better.
Yeah, we started full court press and then putting some pressure when they inbound the ball, and making them work for it, instead of just giving them easy inside buckets every time. Cam Baker dribbling it up court. Gets wrestled down to the ground. That's going to be a travel. Travel by the Bobcats. It's going to be Davison ball here. Timeout Bobcats.
Well, this quarter has been so intense compared to the last two. It's just
Lots of
really
action.
sped up. Right.
There's been a lot of action this quarter, just nonstop running. I don't get how our Cardinals are not dead yet.
Right, and Davison's starting to go for more risky shots, trying to get anything that they can on the board. But they're still struggling a little bit guarding these tall guys from the Grand Blanc Bobcats.
Hopefully when Cade Coleman gets subbed back in, he's going to have some fresh feet and maybe get us a 3-ball. 2-possession game here, not looking bad for your Cards, trying to pull off the upset here against Grand Blanc, who's 4-0 in conference play, 7-2 overall. This would be a huge win for the Cardinals. Huge win. Cade Coleman gets the ball, dribbling, gets double teamed. That's what was affecting us. Hustle play by Brennan Densmore, like I was saying, he is that scrappy player. Cameron Baker to Brent Sullivan. Corner gets fouled. Oh, maybe not. But a huge 3-ball by Brent Sullivan. Looked like that should have been a against the Bobcats. Cam Baker. Cade Coleman seems to trip and roll his ankle. Hopefully he can get up from that. That's a bad sign for our Cardinals. Cade is wobbling. He wants the ball though.
Let's see if he shoots for 3.
Showing his inner Kobe Bryant. Shoots the mid-range. I think that foot's bothering him. That's not a good sign for our
It does look
Cardinals.
like he's
Limping.
right.
Can't put pressure on that foot that much, but looks like he's going to stay in the game. That's the heart of our star, Cade Coleman. Davison putting some pressure on defense here. Grand Blanc swinging it around, trying to find an open or inside bucket. Penetrating the lane, that's going to be a foul. 2 shots for the line for Kevin Rice.
Looks like Cade Coleman's untying his shoe, loosening it a little bit.
Cade
Hopefully-
Coleman was coming off a screen there and tripped over a Grand Blanc defender's foot and fell to the ground.
And it looks like he's favoring that leg a little bit when he stands at
Yeah,
the
he's
line.
definitely being a little ginger there on it.
Still out on the court though.
Wow. First free throw goes in and out. Almost got the shooter's roll.
And in a game like this, just 1 point could be everything. So
Yeah,
these
this
free
is-
throws really matter.
This game might come down to the very last shot. It's been a close one so far and a great fight by our Cards.
Got a minute and a second left.
Misses both here. Cade Coleman with the rebound. This would be huge if Davison could capitalize. Gavin Carpenter, double teamed, kicks it out to Cam Baker. Let's see if he can get some elusiveness on. Passes to Cade. Kicks it out to Densmore. To Baker. Dribbles. Looks like that's going to be a reach-in foul.
We
Or a
keep
shooting
seeing
foul?
Baker going for those shots, but then he just gets blocked out by the Grand Blanc Bobcats.
Yeah, they have too much size down low, and
Right.
that's not a smart shot for Cam Baker taking it up.
And he's too close to the net. If he was further away, he might be able to make those shots that he's been going for.
Grand Blanc getting some fresh legs as long as Davison here. Bryce Lott dribbling the ball. Kicking it to Cam Baker. Jabs. Inside bucket, gets swatted again, but gets fouled. Every time he takes it to the hole, Bobcat somehow gets its claws on it, but draws the foul this time. 2 shots for Cam Baker. Hopefully he can capitalize on both of them, make it a 1-point game.
Hopefully, as the game goes on, we see Cam Baker be getting used in different spots instead of just going for those shots from in the paint.
He's a great playmaker. He takes the ball up. He's a true point guard at heart.
Right, he's an amazing player, but these guys are just too tall for him. He can't seem to get the ball to the net.
He's going to be scary if he gets about 6'1" senior year. 22 dribbling it inside. Another easy look. Goes off the back of the rim here. Grand Blanc player throws it off his own player. That one's going to hurt.
On the floor, Cardinal Sullivan and Coleman.
Cardinals subbing in Brent Sullivan here. Let's see if the Cards can tie the game up here. 17 seconds left. This would be huge for our Cards. Gavin Carpenter, left side, gets double teamed. Needs to dish it out. Forces it. Turnover by our Cards. That's going to be costly.
Ooh.
Another turnover.
Hopefully Cam
2
goes
seconds
for
left. Cam Baker from half court. That's going to be short. Davison only down 2 here. This is a great game. A
it. Right,
phenomenal
they were
game by our
so
Cardinals.
far behind, and then they caught that up there towards the end. We're going to toss things over now in just a second to Rebecca Allen. She's got your 3rd sideline report.
50-50. Thank you.
Hey, what's up, Davison? Welcome back to another courtside update. This game has been very intense. Both teams are going up and down the court, and it has been very, very intense. And this intensity has transformed into the crowd going absolutely nuts. Both the Bobcat student section and the Cardinal student section have been yelling back and forth at each other, and parents are getting very passionate, along with some siblings who are visiting old Cardinal basketball players. Let's see what the 4th quarter has in store. I'll send it back to your announcers right now.
Davison Cards starting this fourth quarter out here. Down 2. It'd be huge if we could get a bucket. This has been a great, huge physical game here.
You know, in the first quarter, we saw such a great lead by Davison, and then in the second, such a great lead by the Bobcats, and now we're starting to see them tie it up here. There's only 2 points separating them.
Cardinal basketball.
This would be huge if we could capitalize off this possession here.
So we'll probably see both teams going for a lot of threes, just trying to get big scores on the board.
Cam Baker dribbling it up, trying to show its elusiveness and quickness against this Bobcats press. Getting double teamed. Cardinals just need to find the open man here. Easy layup by 23, wide open on the fast break. Cardinals fall down 4 here.
And the Bobcats just keep getting those turnovers. Like I said, similar to the second quarter, they're just taking it out of their hands.
Brent Sullivan forced to dribble, gets fouled. It's going to be a reaching foul. Cardinals to inbound. We need to see a Cade Coleman 3-ball right about now. That'd be great for us.
We have Rice and Givens joining the Bobcats out there on the court. And these two are their toughest players that they've got out there. And number 23, that's Rogers.
Yeah, they've got some tall players down there, making it hard for the Cardinals to score inside. But we're a shooting team, and that's what's kept us in this game so far. Bad inbound pass, but Cam Baker's going to be lucky to find it. Cam Baker dribbling it up court. Cam Baker crosses, finds corner. Bryce Lott wide open for 3, in and out. Can't get the shooter's roll. That would have been huge for our Cardinals. Inside pass, almost an and 1 there by Mark Miller. He's going to be shooting 2 at the line. It would be ideal if Bobcats could miss at least 1 here.
Shooting 2, Miller.
Miller at the line. First shot's gonna clunk off the back of the rim. That's huge. Need to see Cade Coleman get involved again. Second free throw is gonna go. Cam Baker to bring it up court, passing it cross court to Cade Coleman. Back to Cam Baker. Swinging it to Cade Coleman. We need to find some offense here. We're going to be in trouble. Michael McCarty dribbling it. It's swatted inside. Cardinals can't buy a bucket right now. Cardinals double teaming. 23 inside. Can't get the bucket. Can't get the putback. Huge rebound by the Cards here. Cam Baker pushing it.
And Davison has been on point with those rebounds.
Terrible, terrible throwaway by Cam there. And that's going to be a dunk. A huge dunk by the Bobcats. And that one hurts the Cardinals' heart. Falling down 7 now. This is where we need one of those electrifying plays by Cade Coleman. Almost throws it away. Corner look though.
He's open and he went for it, but it was after the whistle.
Looks like his foot might have been out of bounds. No, it looks like the Cardinals called time. Terrible, terrible throwaway by Cam there. And that's going to be a dunk. A huge dunk by the Bobcats. And that one hurts the Cardinals.
Behind by 7 points. So right there we saw Cade Coleman go for a 3-pointer before he went into timeout. So hopefully we see the Cardinals use him some more.
I would expect the Cardinals to draw up a play for Cade here. No doubt. He's going to try to get a 3-point look.
But they might also want to go for some other things because the Bobcats are picking up that Coleman's going to be the one to shoot those 3-pointers. and he's pretty good at them too.
Yeah, they've been focusing their attention on Cade this whole game, but Cade still finds a way somehow, and that's what makes him such a great player that he is. Cade Coleman with the ball. Pass it to Brendan Sullivan, who airballs. Cardinals are forcing it now. It's going to be rough for the Cardinals if we can't get a defensive stop here. Passing at corner. Fakes. Inside look, up and under. And that increases the deficit to 9 for our Cardinals. Cam Baker dribbling it. Driving mid-range. Cardinals aren't getting good looks here. No open shots. Bobcats settling it down, trying to make the game to their tempo.
And they're also taking their time too, starting to run the clock out a little bit.
Yeah, there's no shot clock in high school, so they could take as much time off the clock as they want.
Which is not good for the Cardinals, who are trailing behind by 9 points.
Yep, time is our enemy right now for the Cardinals.
That's 3 3-pointers, and as we've seen, Cade Coleman and Cam Baker haven't gotten that many.
Huge bucket by Cade, showing his pure scoring talent there. Didn't look like he had anything, and then fakes his defender out and goes for the easy mid-range. Gets the shooter's touch. Cardinals need to get a stop here. Bobcats posting up, throws it away. That's what we needed.
Davison's starting to turn around their defense here.
Need to find something on offense, though, too. Cade Coleman with the 3-ball. This would be huge! Huge 3-ball by Cade Coleman, making it only. On offense, though, too. Cade Coleman with the 3-ball. This would be huge! Huge 3-ball by Cade Coleman.
Now the Bobcats only have 7 points on the Cardinals. It's a little better than the 9 that we had just a few minutes ago, but Davison is just not looking too hot on their defense and their offense.
As long as Davison can get some stops and find a way to get Cade involved, we might be able to stretch this game out.
And they definitely need to go for more threes, because just a few twos isn't going to get them there. They need to go for some threes.
Yeah, some 3-balls would be ideal here. Hopefully Cade can get some wide open looks. We've played Cade Coleman this whole game. He looks exhausted. He's got to be feeling it.
After the timeout, Cardinal.
Brendan Densmore to inbound to Cade Coleman. Cade dribbling up court. Crosses over his defender, back to Brennan. Inside look, great pass by Brendan Densmore, and what a dime to Bryce Lott. That makes it just a 2-possession game here. That is huge. Must need stop here for the Cards. Best scrappy player, Brendan Densmore, gets another steal. It gets rejected off the board. Wow. He glassed Brennan right when he thought he had a wide open layup. That is nuts. That shows you the length and the size of these Bobcats. Just when you think you're cutting the game to a 1-possession game, he swats it off the backboard. That's going to be a foul on Michael McCarty. Bobcats shooting 2 at the line here.
Foul number 2. McCarty, his 4th.
It would be ideal if the Bobcats could miss 1 or 2 here. Need to get Cade more involved.
Right, and the Cardinals need to make sure that they don't get frustrated that that the Grand Blanc Bobcats have the lead.
Yeah, can't afford any turnovers here late in the 4th. Cardinals getting some fresh legs in Gavin Carpenter and Cameron Baker.
Well, hopefully we see Brennan Dunsmore keep getting those turnovers and just taking the ball and running with it. Seems to be working for Davison. They just need to execute it at the end and actually get the shot.
Yeah, Brendan Dunsmore's been showing out on defense, getting a couple steals for the Cards. He's that scrappy player I've been talking about. Cade Coleman dribbling up court. Gets double team quick, throws it away. Cardinals turnover, that one's gonna hurt us. 2-on-1 here.
They've got wide open.
Layup. Ouch.
And they definitely cannot have Rice and Rogers wide open.
Yeah, that
with
brings
one
the deficit
defender
to
near
8
them.
here with just 3 minutes to go. We're gonna need a Cade Coleman 3 ball if we have any hopes of winning this game. Bobcats force another sloppy turnover by the Cards here. Brendan Dunsmore on the shooting foul. Mark Miller shooting 2 at the line. He did go 0 for 2 the last time he shot, so maybe he could miss 2 for the Cardinals and Cade could answer right back.
Hopefully we see the Cardinals play very tough offensively as they close the fourth and final quarter.
Getting to the closing minutes here. This is where the Cardinals need to buckle down, play some defense, and trust in your pure scorer in Cade Coleman.
And Bryce Lott joins the Cardinals on the court.
Brent Sullivan hustles for the rebound, dribbles right into the double team, but gives it up to Cam Baker. Setting up the offense is Cam Baker. We don't have that much time to be setting up the offense this slow. You need to push the tempo and get some buckets.
Ooh.
Cam Baker gets swatted in midair. Ouch! Gavin Carpenter, ankle breaker. Wow, the Grand Blanc Givens there with the behind the back that sent Gavin Carpenter falling to the floor. That sent the Grand Blanc student section wild.
That's not good for Davison. They've only got 2 minutes and they're down by 11 points.
I think that's just in the script. It's in the script to kind of like the way it's like timely, like
Cardinals down 11, 2 minutes to go here. Brent Sullivan on the line for 2.
They in the bonus. Stop like they don't even.
Misses the first. Bobcats looking to lengthen their lead on the Davison Cards. The easy up and under bucket there for the Bobcats is going to bring this game to 13 points. Doesn't look like the Cardinals are going to pull out with the W today, but the Cardinals fought hard. They definitely give the Bobcats a run for the money. Bobcats are a great team. They're number 1 in the conference for a reason. Cade's going to get a 3 ball there, goes off the backboard, doesn't even hit rim. And that's a summary of what happened in the fourth quarter there. Cardinals just got sloppy and
Looks like Rice can just not get that ball in. Tried 3 times.
Bobcats throwing it away. Looks like it's going to be another foul on the Cardinals. This is a rough ending for such a great game the Cardinals played.
Right, and they played so aggressively in the first quarter. They were up by, I believe, it was like 6 or 7 points, and then
Bobcats
second and third
returned
quarter.
A huge second quarter, and Cardinals kept it neck and neck in the third and gave it up in the fourth. It's like we should have maybe even like rested Cade a little more or something.
Right. Now we have Casey Wagner out on the court.
Cardinals
and Jamerson as well.
Cardinals getting some fresh legs in here for the final minute. Goes in and out. Casey Wagner with the rebound. Cade Coleman dribbling it up. Cameron Baker goes inside. Dribbling baseline. Crosses over. Brent Sullivan's going to get a 3 ball look here. That's going to be off. It's going to be short.
With just a minute left, let's see what Grand Blanc does here.
Grand Blanc's looking to just run the clock out. And their dub is more than sealed at this point. Just tossing it around. Just trying to find the open guy, Cardinals.
They may not go for anything, just see if they can.
Desperation foul there by Cam Baker. I believe the Bobcats in the bonus. That should send them to the line.
It's not good to just hand these points over this late in the
Frustrating loss
game.
here for the Cards. Frustrating. They had this game in their fingertips and lost it.
Foul on Cyril Baker.
Make sure to join us in a couple weeks. We'll be covering another doubleheader against Powers Catholic. That's on February 1st. I believe that's in 3 weeks.
Technical foul on Coleman.
Game starts at 6 o'clock for the girls, and the boys will follow at 7:30. And then later on February 15th, we have the girls. They will be taking on Grand Blanc once again, and we'll have that live for you.
Cardinals fought hard this game. Definitely can't be too down about this loss. Played a great team, pretty good until the fourth quarter. Gave it up there at the fourth, but Cade had a great game today. Had that flashy pass there in the third. That was huge for us. That brought our student section alive. Number 11 missing the second free throw here.
Miller at the line for Grand Blanc.
Bobcats 59, Cardinals 43, 30 seconds left here. Bobcats to inbound.
Most likely just run out the clock here.
Yep, looks like the Bobcats are going to start to run out the clock. Good game though overall.
Cardinals look very defeated as we close this fourth quarter, and what an amazing game this has been. Although it wasn't in favor of Davison, it was a great game. It started off strong for Davison, and Grand Blanc was following close behind, and then in the second quarter, Davison was just a little sloppy on their offense and their defense. Grand Blanc caught up. The third quarter, they just finished that out, and Grand Blanc continued on that streak that they had in the second quarter, and then in the fourth quarter, they just finalized the deal and took that win. Got a final score of 59-43. I'm Riley Wilcox here with John Gerke on behalf of all of DTV. Have a great night, Davison.